Hi everyone. At the moment I am in Montreal. I'm going back home. The sun is shining, but I have to go early home because tomorrow I have an important operation and nothing special will be out the same day. What I'm doing in Montreal, here there is my gym. I have been to the gym today. I try to go almost every day. And why Montreal? Montreal. I don't know. I don't live in Montreal. I don't live in Paris. I live close to them. But I come here not for the Wi-Fi. I think not because it's the cheapest one, but I don't know why. But the most beautiful guys of the region are all there. I'm just waiting to go back home so that I can explain you more. I can explain you better who I am, what I'm doing, what I'm going to do, what I have already done before, because I have a long history, but I won't tell everything in one day because it's a really long story for you.
Robespierre.
Attends, j'ai fait comme ça.
Now I am in a small village close to Paris, 17 kilometers. Um, I wanted to go to eat something, to buy something in a supermarket, but I have to go before to withdraw some money from my account because I have to pay everything in cash after the operation. I did a big mistake with my insurance. For the moment, I have to pay everything, uh, a lot. I have to eat now because I have to wake up very early, something like at 3 o'clock, because my operation surgery is at 7:15 of the morning, and it is in Paris. It's very far. I have no idea how long does it take to go there because I live also very far, and I have no idea how is the organization of the buses at that time in the morning. I don't trust so much my app. I can go with the Uber, I think, but it will be so expensive. No, I will wake up at 3 o'clock, and at something like 4 o'clock I will be outside. Maybe I need 1 hour and 30 minutes to be in hospital. Here is where I usually go when I need urgently food because it's close home. Super you. Oh. So here is the meal for my meal très léger before the operation. So I'm not the best one to cut mango. I think I did such a mess here. That is comestible, I think. So hi everyone. That should be my first video of my long series of videos I will do for my journey. It's something I wanted to do before, but I never got the time and then or the good inspiration, or I have no idea where to do them. I think it's better here at home because walking on the streets it's really difficult for me. I have to concentrate to other things and I get distracted so very fast. So I'm not going to do register a lot because I have a lot of things to say. But, I should start to introduce myself. So hello, my name is Pietro. I come from Italy. I am 24 years old. I have started a journey 4 years ago. I have been with my school in Berlin for 3 weeks to learn German there. I fall in love with the city, so I never traveled before. I come from a small village on the south of Italy. And there, when I was in the underground, I got this idea. So to do not only a journey, not to go to Berlin. I wanted to go to Berlin, but to do a long journey made of many little journeys, all different. So in many countries, 1 year in each country. I thought at the time. And so I started when I went back home to save money to travel around the world. So I prefer to start with Berlin because I fell in love of Berlin. And so it was October, and then in February I flew to Germany but through the advice of my friends, I went not actually to Berlin but to Wuppertal. I went to Düsseldorf. There will be I met a man who he was Italian and he was looking for an help in the kitchen. He had a restaurant there, not in Düsseldorf, but close to it in Wuppertal. Because I checked before to depart. It was very expensive to have. It was really difficult to save money to go to Berlin because it was. I should have been there all alone. I had to look for a flat. I had to stay for the first month maybe without a job, to look for everything, for the bureaucracy. It would have been difficult. Then after many advices, I accepted to go to Düsseldorf. I contacted this man before. I departed from my flat. I departed from Italy with 400 euros. I went there. And then I've been in Wuppertal for 5 months, I think. I will tell you in the details everything, but now essentially I'm just telling you in what consists my my journey. In Wuppertal for 5 months, I got the money to go by train to Berlin. I decided to risk. I went there, it was successful. I have been there for 1 year and 7 months. In the same time, I learned German. And then after that, I moved to Vienna in Austria. I've been there for 6 months. After that, 13 months in London. And after that to Paris. I wanted to find a flat in Paris, to live in Paris, but it was very expensive. Now I'm living close to it, 17 kilometers. But I don't care. I am every day in Paris. I go every day there. There are many trains to go there. So this is the goal of my journey: to stay in a country for something like 1 year, to stay there, to know the country, to know the people, to know the culture, to explore, to visit, and more important, to learn the language in that time, in 1 year. So because of that, now I've learned English, very shit I think. You can listen to English. I speak very well German. My French, I have a really bad accent, but I can communicate. I speak French. So I'm doing these journeys following a schedule, a protocol. a system. So anytime I go in a country, I'm going there without knowing anything of that country, without knowing the language. I didn't speak German before, I didn't speak English before going to London, and the same for French in France. And so it's what I do. I go there, I don't know anybody at all, I still don't have a flat. What I do is going there with the money I have, I saved in the money in the country before. I go there and then I sleep in a hostel for as much time as I need before finding a flat. When I found a flat, and then in the same time I'm looking for a job, when I find a flat, just stay there. If look, if I find, if I like it, I stay there. Otherwise, I change it in the time. And then I try to find a job. With the job, I pay the courses, the language courses, and then my life in the country. And then at the same time, I save money each month to go to the country after. So it was completely successful in this time. I managed to do Berlin, Vienna, London, and Paris. At the moment, I am still in France. I have to stay here another month. I have enough money to go to the next to the country after. I'm moving to Tokyo in October. I have many things to tell you. It's a shame I didn't do this before, because I had so many adventures, so many things, how to learn to do shopping and to find a flat. I met so many people who told me and did many things. They are big parts of my life now, and with many of them we are still friends. You did never seen before how I lose all the hair. It was not so like that before, fortunately. But it's everything. Another thing I could say, so I'm working in restaurants usually. I always worked in restaurants because in Italy I did the high school for gastronomy. I don't know how to say in English. It's a nice school where when you finish it, you have this vocational education in chef, barkeeper, or receptionist. So anytime I manage to find the job, and each month to save the money to go to the country after, I usually need something like 3,000 euros or 2,000 to move to the country after. It was never so easy. So, but for the time it is everything. I have to go bed to get sleep very early. Is something like 9:30. Not so late, but I have to wake up at 2 o'clock. I have this surgery tomorrow, and after that I will register a new video every day to show everything I see. I will tell you everything I have seen, because it's time to share everything with the rest of the world. I think this journey has involved many people from many countries, people who speak many different languages. Because of that I can't do this video in Italian. It would be easier for me to explain everything in Italian, but I think with in English it will be easier for everybody, but not so much for French people and Italian, because they don't speak English. I hope they will understand something. For the moment it's everything. See you tomorrow with the next video.